This is AP Helper with AP United States History, Unit 1, Topic 1. Topic 1 simply contextualizes the world before 1492 and very briefly summarizes the rest of the unit. You can skip this video if you like and carry on to Topic 1.2, the next video, but to help your understanding of what you're about to learn, I recommend to stick around and keep watching. Before 1492, the Old World and the New World had little to no contact with one another, and Christopher Columbus is responsible for creating that connectivity between the two sides of the world and creating a lasting contact between Europeans and Native Americans. Diversity of the Americas. Each culture developed differently depending on their environment. Tropical areas specialize in crop growing, like maize, corn, due to their rich soil. Dry areas created irrigation systems, and forested areas cleared trees with fire. So as you can see, each one of these regions, tropical, dry, forested, they each had different aspects, and that is because of their climate. So more tropical areas in the south focused on crop growing, like maize. Dry areas in the middle of the Americas used irrigation systems because they didn't have that rain like the tropics did. And more north, with the forested areas, they cleared trees with fire. So each one of these regions were given a problem with their climate, and so each one of them had to combat that by creating different things like irrigation systems. So what were the motives for all this exploration? Most of the exploring were done by the Spanish, Portuguese, French, and Dutch, and later the English, which you'll find out why later. And they were all competing against each other for land in the Americas. Their motives for exploring were spreading Christianity, of course, finding a route to Asia, and economics through plantations, silver and gold mines, and trading posts. So we've all heard of this, hopefully, the Columbian Exchange. This was an exchange of crops, animals, and diseases between the Old and the New World. The exchange of food to Europe created a population increase. Food equals more people, always remember that. And that is why the exchange of food to Europe created a population increase, because from the Americas, Europeans got an upgrade in their diet, resulting in more people. The introduction of Europeans to the Americas brought diseases that totaled the native population. Europeans arrive, they're interacting with these native people, and because of that, they're spreading their germs, and most of the natives die from this. You might be asking yourself, why didn't the Africans die from this European disease? And that is because Africa had connectivity with Europe, because they all traded with one another, and the Americas, nobody even knew that existed, so they didn't have connectivity with them. Therefore, they didn't have the immunity that Africans did. Speaking of Africa, in the Americans, they were used as slaves, as low-cost labor, which means slaves for the European colonies, plantations, and mines. And this picture here is a ship traveling across the Middle Passage. As you can see, all of these slaves were packed in tightly. It was horrible, it was torture, and that is what came out of European exploration. And lastly, Europe's dependence on natives and Africans. These new colonies in the Americas depended on native and African slaves to work their mines and plantations, which in turn made the Europeans rich. And that is it for APUSH Topic 1.1. The next topic is Native American societies before European contact. This is AP Helper. Thanks for watching.